Hey everybody, it's Heather with Diamonds and Dragonflies, and I'm here today for this week's WIP Chat. WIP stands for Work in Progress, and chat means, well, just that. We're going to chat. We're going to chat and catch up and see how everybody is doing. This is going to be more of a kit up in chat. I'm not sure that we'll actually get to start putting drills down, but we will see. It doesn't have a lot of colors. There's only 34. I'm going to kit up into trays. So we're going to chat while I kit this up. So let me grab some scissors here. Not sure I'll need them, but just in case. We do have pre-cut sticker sheet. I did just recently unbox this. I picked out this washi, but now that I'm looking at it, I don't think there's enough on here. So let me go over here real quick and let's choose a different one. We'll do this one. All right. So I grabbed a different washi tape. So I'm going to do that first and prep the canvas. So when you get a kit, the glue usually will extend past the drill field, sometimes more than others. So you never know when you get a kit how far over it's going to extend, but usually it's not too terribly bad. There was a kit that I unboxed with this one that did come pretty far over. It actually ran to the scalloped edges on 2 out of 3 of the canvases. It's not a big deal. Somebody just got a little glue happy. We fixed it. I just double edged the washi tape border. So not that big of a deal or an issue. Let me pull that back. There we go. And I'm gonna stick this down. So how is everybody? I hope you're all doing well. I hope that you guys watched my mental health check-in on Sunday and that you accepted the challenge of giving yourself an act of self-care every day this week. I hope that is going well. I hope that you guys are all taking care of yourselves and not forgetting that in order for you to give, you have to give to yourself first. I know it's not always easy, especially when you work, you have small children that are not easily entertained on their own. I do think as your kids get older, for the most part, it becomes a little easier to give yourself that self-care that you need because they can kind of take care of themselves to a point. The only downside is typically as they get older, then they're participating in more things like sports and whatnot, and it can get a little crazy that way. All right, so this is an all crystal kit. So we've got these gorgeous crystals that I tell you, I looked at these and these just looked amazing. I am really, really ecstatic about the quality of these crystals. This is going to be my first Art and Soul kit. So I did talk about the fact that these symbols are going to be too big for my tray stoppers on my trays. So I'm going to just cut down through these and cut off the number symbol because I don't need that. I don't use it. That's not how I kit up. All I need is the DMC color and the symbol. So that is all that I'm going to require for this project. So I'm just cutting them down So that looks pretty good. I'm going to throw that one away. All right. So I do have some Bellatrays here, so I am going to kit up into them. Let's see. Here's number 1. So, like I said, I hope you're all doing well. I hope that you guys are all adhering to the challenge for the self-help for yourself. That is very important to do that for yourself. It helps you recharge mentally and physically, and it allows you to be able to dive back into being there for your family. So it is of great benefit to you to do that. So I really hope you guys take that seriously and start following through with doing that. And it can be something as simple as, you know, taking an hour out of your day to just diamond paint. That's for you. Throw on a show you want to watch and kick back and relax. And just let that serotonin and dopamine and all the things in your brain just settle down and take over and allow you to relax and rejuvenate. It could be soaking in a hot bath after you put the kids to bed, if you have children. I don't. My kids are all grown. So for the most part, I don't have to worry about that. So as you saw, the first 2 colors I did, I had no static in the drills. This pack, we do have some static going on here. Not terribly, they are coming out pretty well. But I will try and keep an eye on that. So what has been going on in the land of Heather? Well, in Heatherland, it's been a relatively quiet week for the most part. Let's see, we left off, I think, last Thursday. William came over Friday. Friday night after work, he came over. Actually, you know what? Let me back up. Let's go to Thursday. So Thursday, I was supposed to have a visit with my primary care physician at 8:40 in the morning. And it was going to be the first time that I had driven myself since July of 2023. So I was a little nervous, a little apprehensive about that. But at the same time, I was kind of looking forward to it. Well, I woke up Thursday morning and I felt horrible. I had been woken up in the middle of the night with severe nerve pain in my right arm. I couldn't sleep. It woke me up. I could not go back to sleep. I was in excruciating pain. And I was like, oh my God, I so wish that I could call out and, you know, not have to have this doctor's appointment. But I got up at 7. I was getting myself ready. And the phone rings and it at 5 of 8. And the phone rings and it is the doctor's office telling me that my doctor had a sick kid and therefore was not coming in and they needed to reschedule my doctor's appointment. I had never been so happy to not have to have a doctor's appointment in my entire life. I went back to sleep. So I was like, thank you, thank you, thank you. So that got rescheduled for next Tuesday, so a week from today. And we made it a video visit so that if I'm having a flare-up or issues, that I don't have to worry about driving and I can still have my appointment. So that all worked out really well. Well, I was also supposed to be going to pick up Athena's remains. I was going to just head straight down there after having my doctor's appointment because I would be a quarter of the way there already. And there was no way I was going to be able to drive to Maryland in the condition that I was in with my arm. It just wasn't going to happen. I was very upset. I went to a very, very dark place mentally that day. That was a really bad mental health day. I felt like I was letting Athena down. How could I leave her there overnight by herself in the dark? I was really having a difficult time. My husband was trying to reassure me. She doesn't care, Heather. She loves you. She knows you love her, and she would want you to be safe. I didn't want to hear it. And I know, looking back now, how unreasonable I was being with all of that. But regardless, that's how I felt at that moment. So I went and I ended up sleeping most of the day. Friday, I woke up still feeling very upset and distraught. Kirk told me that when he got off work at 4 o'clock, he was going to leave and drive down and pick her up. I could not go with because my son was coming over for a movie night. So Kirk left. William got here around 5-ish. Picked me up. We went and got pizza and stromboli from a local pizza place that we had just discovered that had just recently opened up. And we came back and we watched Godzilla and then Kong Island. Hang on a second, guys. I'm thinking that I messed this up. I need to look here at my sheet. 11 is 4:13, so that was this one. Yep, I have these wrong. So 12 is 4:14. Yep. Okay, I messed this up. All right, we're going to fix it. I have the wrong drills with the wrong sticker. All right, there we go. Crisis averted. Just want to make sure 10 is 3:34, right? Yep, okay. Oh, this is 12. This is 11. Okay. All right, sorry about that. I'm back on track now. We had a really good time. I was diamond painting, and it was kind of funny because I'm sitting there and I'm diamond painting, and I apparently dozed off. I fell asleep. So I fell asleep, and William leans over and he whacks me in the arm, and he's like, "You need to wake up because you need to see this part." I had never seen Kong Skull Island. I was actually kind of blown away at the A-list cast of characters. Samuel L. Jackson, Tom Hiddleston, Brie Larson, John C. Reilly, and John Goodman, just to name a few. And I don't know what his name is, but he plays, he was in A Perfect Storm and played a character that had the son that was divorced. And he had a little boy. So I was just blown away at the A-list cast of characters for this movie back in the day. So he wakes me up and he's like, "I saw this part and you need to see this part." And I'm like, "Okay, Well, then the most gross thing happened. I'm not going to repeat what it was. And I'm like, are you kidding me? You woke me up so I could see that. And he's like, hey, I've had to see it. So now you have to see it. So now we're even. And I'm like, oh, thanks so much. So it was really funny. Kirk came home with Athena, and I got up, I went through her things, I took her out of the box, her urn, put her name tag on it, looked at her paw prints, and I asked where her nose prints were. And my husband was like, Heather, I don't know. They told me they put everything in here. I was like, okay. He went out, checked the car to see if anything had fallen out of the car. Nothing had fallen out. He's like, I don't know what to tell you, Heather. I don't know where they are. I'm like, okay, it's fine. I will just call the vet tomorrow. So, William and I watched the 2 movies, and then he left and he went back home. We made plans for this upcoming weekend. He's coming over for Easter for the weekend, and he is, we're going to try and watch the other 2 movies, and we're going to dye Easter eggs, and I'll get on into all of that in a minute. So, Saturday, I get up and I go and I call Banfield, our vet. And I was like, yeah, my husband came and picked up Athena's remains and her belongings yesterday, and I don't have her nose prints. Can you look and see if they got left behind? Well, I'm put on hold for over 30 minutes. Finally, someone comes back on the line, and it's one of the assistants that I know. And she's like, Heather, I was here last night, and I helped your husband and packed it all up for him and put it in. And I don't know what to tell you if you don't have it. All right, hang on. 700, 701. I messed it up again. Okay. All right, here we go. 701 is H. And I put, and this is, okay. I don't know why I'm doing this. Why I keep messing these up. Okay, this one needs to go in here. This is 18. All right. Where is my brain today? All right, so that's 18. This one is 17, and this is the green. Okay. She's like, I distinctly remember putting him in the bag. He had Atlas with him, and Atlas was pulling, and we were afraid he was going to drop stuff, and her paw prints had not been baked yet, you know, blah, 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 blah. Okay. And she kept saying over and over again that she distinctly remembered putting them in the bag, that my husband must have lost them. And of course, at this point in time, it doesn't matter. She's ashes in the urn sitting on my table. So I get off the phone and I'm really upset. Well, I go and a few minutes pass, and then I hear the mail get dropped off. I go out and get the mail, and there's a card from Banfield that they had all signed, offering their condolences. And I go and I open the card, and guess what's paper clipped inside the card? Her nose prints and some paw prints, just done with an ink pad and stuff. And all I keep hearing in my head is her saying over and over again that she distinctly remembered putting them in, and that my husband had to have lost them. And I'm just like, you know, okay. So I called Banfield back and I said, you know, hey, Karen, because her name was Karen. I was like, I just wanted to let you know that we got the card from you guys. Thank you all so very much. But just wanted to make sure that you were aware of the fact that you did not distinctly remember putting the nose prints in my husband's bag because they were attached to the card that I just got in the mail today. I said, so I really don't appreciate you accusing my husband of having lost them and telling me that you knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that you personally stuck them in the bag. Well, she didn't say anything, and I didn't expect her to. And I was like, thank you again, and we'll see you all soon, you know, bye, kind of deal. So yeah, that was a little upsetting and a little grating on me. Kirk finally got up. He slept in quite a while that day, and he finally got up, and we went grocery shopping in the pouring down rain, and we got some really great deals. I have been completely overwhelmed at how expensive stuff at the grocery store is, how much the prices have gone up, and it just flabbergasts me. Well, Weiss, which is a local grocery store here, they had a sale on chicken breasts for $1.99 a pound, which we haven't seen that in months. They had chicken thighs for super low, pork chops. So we picked up and restocked our freezer. We have a standalone freezer. And we stocked up and got a whole bunch of meat. They had frozen veggies on sale. Lots of different things that we use and stuff that were on sale. So we did a pretty extensive grocery shopping. And I have to say, it was the first time that I have left a grocery store in recent months that I actually felt like I got my money's worth. I looked at the cart. We ended up needing 2 carts to carry everything out of the store. And I felt like I got what I paid for a change. So that was a nice feeling. And it's always nice to know that, you know, you've restocked your house now for food. So I'm all ready for another pandemic. I'm just kidding. But you know, we're good for a little while. I don't have toilet paper yet, though. I have to go to the store and get some toilet paper. So we cannot get another lockdown until, you know, toilet paper has been purchased. So, but and I'm just teasing, guys. But it was good. It was very good. Saturday was very low key. My husband was not doing well. Rhea attacked Atlas for no reason. He's fine, but they got into a disagreement right in front of my husband, and he does not handle it well when they fight. So I had to come down and break it up and intervene because my husband just immediately overreacts and goes into panic mode, which I get totally, because that used to be me. But he doesn't, what's the word I'm looking for? The way he handles the situation actually just pushes Rhea to just attack more and harder. And my husband has a bad tendency of trying to pull her off of him. That just ends up doing more damage. Because her teeth are sunk in there good. So I came over, I put my hand over her nose, her nostrils. She couldn't breathe, so she had to open her mouth. She was forced to open her mouth so she could breathe. And then I was able to get her to let go and release. But he was fine. He had a couple of little scrapes and stuff, but we cleaned him up, put some Neosporin on it, and he's perfectly okay. And then the oddest part about the whole thing is then within minutes, they're both playing together again. No cares in the world that, you know, they were just trying to eat each other's faces off a few minutes ago. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't understand what goes on in a dog's head sometimes. And some of their behavior just seems so out of the ordinary. Hang on, guys. I gotta grab 3 more trays. There we go. So yeah. Yesterday I went and saw the hand surgeon. Good news is that he does not believe at this juncture in time that I need further additional surgery. He is of the mindset that I have tendonitis in my right wrist and that in time it's going to calm down and heal. I did receive a cortisone shot in my right wrist yesterday. All I felt was a little pinch. I tell you, this guy worked miracles. I have had cortisone shots in the past, and they have always been burning, very, very hurting, just, you know, just terrible. And nothing more than like a pinch, like when you go to donate blood or give blood, you know, have your blood taken to run labs and stuff. So this guy had the touch, guys. It was fantastic. He did tell me that he puts lidocaine. He's got the cortisone shot, the steroid, liquid steroid in the syringe, but then he tops it off up top with lidocaine and slowly pushes the lidocaine in so that my wrist becomes numb by the time he goes to actually start injecting the steroid, so I don't feel that burning sensation. So, all right. So, yeah, we got it all kitted up, guys. 28 minutes. 28 minutes, and that was also with me making 2 mistakes that I had to correct and putting the washi tape on. All right, so I am going to, this is Dragonfly stained glass. And let's cut out this sticker. To put in my logbook. So anyway, he thinks that I have tendonitis in this wrist, that when they did both surgeries, that they very much pissed off and inflamed the tendons around in my wrist, and that hopefully this shot will just take care of it and it will release the inflammation and go down and we will be good to go. Sorry guys, I'm having difficulty with the sticker. If I see him again in 6 weeks, and we will take it from there and see how I'm doing. I can already tell you that so far it has really been helping. I have had next to no discomfort. Oh, come on. There we go. My wrist still does not like being turned, but hopefully that will rectify itself in time as well. But yeah. So keep your fingers crossed on that. We discussed the left hand and pretty much came to the conclusion that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And since I'm not having pain in it at this point in time, let's just leave well enough alone. And I'm okay with that. I am 100% totally okay with that decision. I'm definitely not even going to consider it while I do not have full 100% use of my right hand, since I am right hand dominant. So I definitely want to at least wait until the right is fully functional before I consider messing with the left. So that's where we're at on that. Next week, well, let me back up. Okay, so as you all know, Emily has gotten into diamond painting, which is fantastic. I sent her home with a whole bunch of diamond painting stuff. Well, last week she called me and told me she was done. She was out of diamond painting stuff. Hang on, guys. I need to grab some release papers. I forgot those. So, you know, she tells me that she, here we go. This is my Bella Art Day Nicole release paper holder that I purchased. They partnered with Crafts with Crashly to do a size that worked. Well, Bee's Crafty Corner is the same size, so their release papers work as well. And I am very much a fan of Bee's Crafty Corner. Her release papers are just way thicker, and I feel like they last longer than the ones from Crafts with Crashly. I still use and have Crafts with Crashly release papers as well. So don't think that I only use from one company, because that's not true. All right. Oh, I must have had two different kinds in there. Okay, that's fine. But there we go. All right, technically there's nothing using this, but we're gonna keep it around for the time being anyway. So, so she finished everything that I had given her on Wednesday while she's at work. She calls me. So she went to Hobby Lobby and she bought a kit Wednesday after work. Well, she was able to kit it up on Wednesday night, but she was not able to start it because she had class. So she goes and tells me last night, or Sunday night. Sunday night, I'm on the phone talking to my friend, and she sends me a text, and it says, I finished Starry Night last night. I don't have anything to diamond paint. I don't know what to do with my life. And I'm just like, oh my God, are you kidding me or what? So she was all upset and downtrodden. And she's like, and I don't really have a lot of money. And I said, well, you're just going to have to suck it up. I mean, you're coming home on Friday and you're going to shop Mommy's stash. So we already know that there's a bunch of kits that I have that you know, you're already interested in taking and doing yourself. So we will, you know, deal with it. It's fine. I'm just picking out wax. I'm going to use some Not Your Mama's mud. And what putty do I want? Let's do Woodland Hideaway from Black Dahlia. So I'm like, it's fine, Emily. You will survive. Well, she calls me last night to find out how my appointment went. And I'm talking to her and I'm telling her how it went. And she's like, I hear this noise in the background. Where did you get a diamond painting? What makes you think I'm working on a diamond painting? I can hear the sound of the popping from when you release your pen from the glue and it gives that pop sound that we all love. She's like, oh my God, really? And I'm like, yes. So then she confesses to me that she stopped at Hobby Lobby on her way home from work and that she bought a diamond painting. I said, you only had $27 in your bank account until you get paid on Thursday. She says, well, I spent $16 of it. I have gas for the rest of the week, so I'm good till payday. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I've created a monster, guys. I have 100% created a monster. She is completely hooked, hook, line, and sinker into the world of diamond painting. So I'm actually kind of scared that she's going to like end up going through my whole stash this year because the girl does not have money to be buying a bunch of premium kits for herself. So I have gotten her some for Easter. So she will have some for herself. Plus I know, like I said, that there's a bunch in my stash that she's going to want. But I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be, it's going to be crazy. I mean, she is just completely and utterly just dove headlong into it. And I'm just kind of like, what the hell? I'm like, what the hell? So yeah. So she cannot wait to get here on Friday. She will be leaving after work on Friday. So she'll probably arrive somewhere between 8 and 9 o'clock. It is a long trek and stuff here. So it is not a short trip. It's about 4.5 hours for her to get here. I mean, it's not terrible. Like William was 6.5 hours when he was at school. So it's definitely not horrible. But you know, it's a long day for her. Being at work all day and then, you know, driving 4.5 hours to be here that night. Sorry guys, I hit the camera again. So Sammy is being dropped off Friday night. I'm not exactly sure what time. Typically, it's usually around 6-ish when she gets dropped off. William is coming straight after work. He will be the first to arrive. I mean, Kirk will be here. He works from home on Fridays, and I'll be here. But the plan is for us to watch one of the Godzilla movies Friday night. Me and William possibly watch 2 of them. I mean, his sisters will probably be in the room and around and about, you know, out and about. So I'm not, wow, I don't even know what I did there. Somehow I managed to completely miss where the drills needed to go. Whew, that was kind of odd. So Saturday, we're going to dye Easter eggs, and we are going to, as a family, do some more stickers for the Disney 100th anniversary sticker album. So we will be doing that. Of course, Emily will be shopping my stash, and I fully expect her to want and diamond paint while she is here. So that'll be nice. I will, however, be losing my art room while she is here because we need to rearrange everything to put her bed back down. So we have to do that. And I mean, that's fine. It's not a huge deal. I do have a table down in the living room that I can sit at and diamond paint while we're watching shows or early in the morning or whatever. William's not quite sure what he's going to do in terms of whether he's going to spend the night here Friday night. He would have to sleep on the couch. Or if he's going to go home and then come back on Saturday. So his plans are a little up in the air, and I'm like, well, you know, whatever, this is what we're doing. If you want to be here, you know, that's fine with me, but I get him not wanting to sleep on the couch. I mean, I will say I slept on the couch downstairs when Athena was still here and sick and I wanted to be with her. I didn't have any problem sleeping on the couch. I actually found it quite comfortable. But, you know, he doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. There's not a whole lot I can do. I mean, I would offer to sleep down there, but my husband is not going to be okay with him, you know, sleeping with William, his 25-year-old son, in bed together. He, you know, no. That's not going to fly for either of them. So we'll see. I did think about asking my husband if he would mind sleeping on the couch and Emily could sleep with me and then William could sleep in Emily's bed. But I don't know how my husband would feel about that. And he's got shoulder issues and stuff, and you know, I don't know how well that would go over. Just leave it at that. So, but Sammy, so yeah, I will have all three of them for the majority of the weekend. Emily has not heard from her dad at all regarding Easter weekend. She's really hoping he does not reach out and say anything because she would rather not have to try, since it is a very short weekend that she will be home, that she would rather not have to try to split up the weekend. So I guess we'll see. After the fiasco with her spring break, I made the comment and stated that, you know, from here on out, I'm just making plans. This is what your stepdad and I are doing. And this is what Sammy's doing. If you guys want to be here, that's great. That's fantastic. The more the merrier. But if you would rather be with your dad doing an activity there or whatever, then so be it. I'm not going to rearrange my plans to accommodate him anymore. I have tried to bend over backwards to be forgiving, to be understanding, to be fair. in giving him time and stuff with the kids and not monopolizing them the entire time that they are home. And every time I give a little, he wants to take a mile. And I'm not doing it anymore. Especially when he is still in the practice of guilt tripping the children, threatening to cut them off financially. You know, a variety of things that he does. So he's not really playing fair, you know, either. So, you know, so I guess you guys will hear next week how things went. Emily had a thought, and I want to run it by you guys and see what you think. She is very excited about the mental health series that I have been doing. And Emily is a clinical psychologist. She has a bachelor's degree, and she is currently working on her master's degree that she will graduate with next spring. So a year from now. She is already doing supervised talk therapy with her own set of clients. And she thought it would be kind of neat for us to do a live stream where you guys could ask her in real time questions about mental health, psychology, you know, definitions of terms, examples of things to do. So let me know down in the comments whether or not that sounds at all appealing to you. And if you would like to see us do something like that. It would most likely be sometime this summer that it would happen. It's not going to happen anytime in the near future. Basically because she won't be, I'm not doing it on a holiday weekend. She won't be back until Mother's Day in May, but my mother-in-law is coming to visit in May. So, and I just put the wrong drills in the wrong place. Heather. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? So, let me know down in the comments what you guys think about that. So we are coming up on the 1 hour mark. So what I have happening this next upcoming week, other than the kids coming over and everything. Next Monday, I'm supposed to finally go and get my filling done on April 1st. I do see pain management April 1st. Tuesday, I have my rescheduled primary health appointment. Wednesday, I have my standard weekly therapy session. And then on Thursday, I have my follow-up with the neurosurgeon to discuss surgical options for my spine. So I will definitely be keeping you guys all in the loop and letting you know, because obviously I'm going to be gone for a while. So there won't be probably any WIP chats for at least a week or more. I'll try and just film some like unboxings or post reviews or whatever to fill in the gap of me not being able to record for a while and film stuff. Channel wise, next week there will be a month in review video for the month of March. I'm going to try and have that go up by the 2nd. So hopefully Monday the 1st, I'll be able to film that. If not, it'll have to be on the 3rd. But I will be getting that all together. The rest of this week, I need to do an update and kind of a finish for my March events, because they are all winding down now. Sunday is the last day for all of them. So I ended up with 2 out of 4 canvases completed. I will take it. One of the canvases is actually the event that is for. One of them runs through April and one runs through the first week in April. So is not over until the 6th of April. So hopefully I will get that done, and that will be an April finish. April, once again, I am not planning on participating in any events other than the 2 that are wrapping up in the month. I am taking April to try and get at least 3 of my WIPs completed. So that is my goal, is to try and get at least 3 of those 17 kits that I have started done. If I manage to get more of them done, yay for me. But I'm not holding my breath and stuff, about them getting finished. So I truly do not think that I am going to get more than 3. I mean, maybe 4, but I'm not expecting it to be more than that. I will have a paint gem set to do. I have already decided that is going to be one of my WIPs. So that's what I mean by there might be 4. I have a partially started Mystery Kit 1 that I have less than half of finished. So I'm going to finish that. So that will be my paint gem kit for the month of April. So that will be one of the WIPs that I am completing. And I will have my standard, April coffee mug to do, little kit, doing the May calendar signs to hang. I have quite a bit of patriotic of ornaments and wall hangings and whatnot to do. They don't all have to be done in May because I decorate the house patriotically in May, and it stays that way until September. So, because it encompasses 4th of July as well. So I'm not too terribly concerned about not getting anything new, so to speak, done. And then we'll see how things go for the month of May. But I'm not gonna worry about that right now. So, all right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this WIP Chat. If you did, please go and hit that thumbs up button. It really does help with the algorithms of getting my videos noticed, and it is 100% totally free for you to do that. If you are new to my channel and are not subscribed, I really hope that you decide to subscribe. That is free. You can then hit the bell to be notified when I put up new content, because it is very random. I don't have a set schedule for anything. I keep trying, but then life happens and I just kind of go with it. So let me know down in the comments whether or not you would be interested in me doing a live stream with Emily. That would be mental health based. It would be held on a Sunday, since that's when we do the mental health series. That's the only thing that has pretty much had a set day and time. So that is when I would be looking at doing the live stream. It would not be until possibly May or June. So no time in, the near future. So I mean, we might be able to do it sooner and just have her in as a guest and not us be together in the same room. I wasn't even thinking about that. So I have to look into how to do that because I've never done that before. So, just something for me to figure out. So let me know in the comments whether or not you would be interested in that. And if you made it all the way to the end, also in the comments, let's leave a flower emoji to go with this pic, since there is this lotus that I'm working on. I do think there is actually a lotus emoji. So if you can find a lotus emoji or sticker and leave that in the comments, that would be fantastic. So take care, everybody. And always remember, don't ever let anyone dull your shine. You find a way to sparkle and sparkle bright. Okay? Love you all. Bye.